Today is Monday, October the 12th, and we are going to continue working with ratios. So on your Schoology course, if you will go to Math, scroll down until you see the folder Monday. I added a folder for today. In class, we watched this ratio and double number line video together. So before you do any work today, you need to make sure you watch this video first. It does a really good job of explaining how we're going to solve ratios using a double number line. Okay, so what we're working on next is our foldable on double number lines. So we are going to work examples out together in class. So if you are working from home, I know you do not have this, so you can just get out a sheet of paper and you can work these examples with us. Okay, example 1 says the recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar for every 3 eggs. If you have 10 cups of sugar, how many eggs will... Okay, so drawing out our double number line, you want to start off with one big line to the left. Then you're going to label what it is we're looking at. So I have sugar and eggs. I'm going to have a line up at the top for sugar and a line at the bottom for eggs. Now, our problem gave us 2 to 3. So that's how we started out. Now, again, it says, if you have 10 cups of sugar, how many eggs will you need? So we counted by twos. And we have already numbered our number line 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, because 10 is what we're looking for. So there's several different ways you can do this. I know that by this one I'm counting by twos. So this one I'm going to count by threes. Or I can say, if I multiply 2 times 2 to get 4, 3 times 2 is going to give me what? 6. If I multiply 2 times 5 to get 10, 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. Good. So at the bottom, we're just going up by threes. 3, 6. So what is this one going to be, class? 9, and this one is 12. So my answer to this problem is, if you have 10 cups of sugar, how many eggs will you need? 15. So I'm going to write 15 eggs. 15 eggs. Okay, on example 2, this is a little more tricky. It says, if 6 pencils cost $1.40, how much will 21 pencils cost? So go ahead and pause this video and set up your double number line. Okay, so on our double number line, we have our pencils shown at the top and our amount, or money we're spending at the bottom. So I know that 6 pencils will cost me $1.40. So on my double number line, I'm going to go up by 6's. 6 times 1 is $1.40. I'm sorry, 6 times 1 is 6, so 6 would be $1.40. 6 times 2 is going to be 12. So if I multiply that, I get $2.80. So what is my third tick mark going to be, class? Good, 18. How much will 18 pencils cost me? Okay, so what? $4.20. Yes, it's $4.20. Okay, so I want you to keep going and do the next one. 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18. Go ahead and go to 6 times 4. Okay, so our problem is asking how much will 21 pencils cost. So we know that 21 is going to fall somewhere in between 18 and 24. So 21 is halfway between 18 and 24. So I'm going to draw a line right here, and I'm going to label this 21. I'm also going to draw a small tick mark here for 19, one here for 20. I'm going to draw one here and one here to represent 22 and 23. So we're looking for this amount right here. We want to know how much will it cost if we purchase 21 pencils. So we have to ask ourselves, how much, or what is the difference between 18 pencils and 24 pencils? What is the difference from $5.60 to $4.20? I know from $5.60 and $4.20, my difference between these two is $1.40. So, if I know from here to here is $1.40, I want to know what is here to here and what is here to here. So think about that. How can I solve that if I know from 18 to 24 is $1.40? How can I determine how much this is worth and how much this is worth? Okay, so I know that if from $4.20 to this middle section is 70 cents, and from this middle section to this section is $5.60, all I have to do is add. What is $4.20 plus 70 cents? Anybody? $4.90. So when I buy 21 pencils, how much is it going to cost me? $4.90. I'm going to put a star right here beside it because this is the one that we solved. 21 pencils is going to cost me $4.90. So this one required a little more effort. It wasn't so much black and white as the other ones were. We had to kind of read between the lines. Okay, let's look at example 3. A car travels at a rate of 60 miles per hour. How far will the car go after 3 hours and 15 minutes? So on this example, we're looking at miles per hour or miles per hour. So on your double number line, go ahead, draw your first long line to the left, draw your 2 double number lines. The top is going to represent miles, and the bottom is going to represent hour. And we know that our example tells us a car travels at a rate of 60 miles per hour. So that's 60 miles per 1 hour. So right here, when my hour is 1, how many miles am I going to go? 60. So go ahead and get that labeled just like this so far. 1 hour, I'm going 60 miles. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and label my double number line. So if I can go 60 miles in 1 hour, how many miles am I going to go in 2 hours? Very good, 120. And all I'm doing is I'm adding 60 every time. If I go 60 miles in 1 hour, how many miles am I going to go in 3 hours? 180, very good. Okay, next we're going to do 4 hours. How many miles will I go in 4 hours, class? What's 180 plus 60? 240, good. 240. So right now, make sure that your double number line looks just like mine. 1 hour, you will go 60 miles. In 2 hours, you will go 120 miles. In 3 hours, you will go 180 miles. In 4 hours, 240. Now, let's look back at our question. How far will the car go after 3 hours and 15 minutes? So we're looking between 3 and 4. Do you agree? 3 hours and 15 minutes. If it's 3 hours and 15 minutes, how are we going to section off from here to here every how many minutes? Well, we know from 3 to 4 is 1 hour, right? Do y'all agree from 3 to 4 is 1 hour? If I split 1 hour into 4, if I divide it by 4, I'm looking at every how many minutes? Look at that clock. If I'm looking at my 12, and then I go to my 3, and then I go to my 6, and then I go to my 9, and then back to my 12, I just split it into 4 parts. Good. 15 minutes. So I'm going to, did you say 15? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. So we're going to break this off into every 15 minutes. So here is 15, here is 15, here is 15. Okay, so I'm going to add 15 minutes every time. So if I go 3 hours and 15 minutes, I'm going to be going for 195 miles. And I know that because 240 minus 180 is 60. So if I divide 60 into 4 parts, I'm going to get 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 180 plus 15 is 195 miles. Okay, so Friday in class, you were supposed to have answered questions 1 through 6 as well as tape diagram on the bottom. And this is on equivalent ratios, student handout 2. So if you are working from home, I'm going to show you where to find that at. So under Monday work, right here, student handout 2, if you open that up, you can open it through Kami, and you can get out a sheet of paper and write down your answers. Fine with that. So on Friday, we did page 1. This is what we did on Friday, 1 through 6, and tape diagrams. We did our tape diagram foldable on Friday. So today, what you're going to do is you're going to go back, and now you're going to work at the double number lines. This is the back of student handout 2. So you're going to do double number lines. You're going to do proportions. For proportions, all you're going to do is set up as a fraction, okay? Set that up as a fraction, and then you're going to answer 7 and 8. This says, use your understanding of ratios to answer the question below. So I'm going to let you choose whichever one you would rather solve this problem as. You can use tape diagrams, you can use a double number line, or you can use the proportional. So whichever way you decide to solve it, perfectly fine with me. I do not care. I don't care how you do it. So just make sure that you get this done today, and then you will have some IXL practice to work on the rest of class today and tomorrow.